Hello, everybody. I am Jennifer McQueen, and I am here this evening speaking to you with Wendy Eklund.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Jennifer.
Hello there. I'm so happy to link up with you again. We're here to kind of give everybody the cliff notes of something super, super exciting that is on the horizons. It is the California School Choice Initiative. So we are just going to kind of drop the need to know, tell you why you should be excited about this, and how you can get involved. All right, so let's dive right in. All right, first point on this school choice initiative, there will be the creating of an education savings account for every single K through 12 child at the parent's request. I mean, that sounds pretty awesome to me.
Right.
So I feel like this is something we should definitely get excited about. So it is optional. So if you privately homeschool, if you're part of our homeschool community and you privately homeschool, you don't have to opt in. Is that correct?
That's correct. You don't have to.
Okay, perfect. So let's move on to our next exciting part of this. Okay, so this education savings account will be funded each year with the amount that the state has designated per student for K through 12 public education. And I want to add, because I think this is important, it is at no extra cost to taxpayers. So talk to me about, so what can we expect for these yearly amounts?
Well, I believe that they were saying, what happened? Oh, I believe they were saying that for if it was coming in this next school year, it would be about $14,000. It's typically about $12,000 per student.
Okay, good to know. Hey, that's still sounding really great to me.
Exactly, right. It's more than we get through our charter schools right now, so it would help fund your student if you choose to enroll in a charter school. And then the state can't say, oh, you can't take your money to a charter school like they did last year with SB 98.
Okay, good. I'm so glad you hit on that because some people may have a little bit of PTSD.
Exactly. Right. So we all.
I know how that is. Trust me.
Yeah.
Okay. So another really exciting part about this is it really puts parents basically in the driver's seat. So the parents can use the ESA to enroll, pay tuition, and other eligible education expenses for each child in any eligible school of their choice. So what sort of eligible schools does this include?
So it's public schools, private schools, parochial schools, charter schools, any type of school like that. However, it doesn't change your enrollment area. So it's not making changes to existing education law. So if you wanted to enroll in the school in the neighboring city, you would not be able to just take your child and enroll there. You would have to go through the interdistrict transfer process just like you do now. So it would help you pay for a private school, and then a charter school, of course, you can go to with this.
Okay, I'm really glad you brought that up because that is an aspect that I didn't really think about at all. Because you're right, you kind of get a little carried away, maybe, and you're like, oh, I could just go anywhere. But yes, you do have to provide, of course, within the boundaries of where you're allowed to attend. Okay.
Yes, of your enrollment area, right? But there's processes. I mean, like, say you live in Placentia and you work in Huntington Beach and you want your child to go to school near your work, you would just do an interdistrict transfer. You might have to argue with some superintendents, but you can ask for those transfers.
And obviously, you can also ask Wendy to help you out with that.
That's right. I've had plenty of arguments with superintendents.
Okay, so the next thing that I want to bring up is that the unused funds from year to year. So any unused funds in your ESA will roll over. And again, I want to really, really mention tax-free. So they will roll over tax-free for future school years. So how could this also affect people that are private homeschooling? Because they're not really getting this money year to year to year, but it is accumulating. So when does this come into play for them for their future use?
So they could use this funds after their student is done with homeschooling at home and wants to go to college, university, a trade school, or any other accredited institution. So that's a really cool, amazing thing that you're accumulating college savings this whole time while you're homeschooling your child. So I think that's a great option.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. Okay, so on the topic of using the funds for college courses, along with homeschoolers that are privately homeschooling and accumulating these funds to then potentially use once they graduate high school, everybody else, of course, can do that as well. So all the K through 12 students who are getting funds, using funds, but have funds rolling over year to year, now they've graduated. So all of the unused funds in their ESA, they also can use those for college and or vocational school. So,
yes, so any student with unused funds can use those for college. I believe they said that it caps out like when they're 24 years old or 25 years old. I can't exactly remember, but so it doesn't go on forever. It's not like I, as an adult who has children, still would have money in that account. So once you're past kind of college age, then you no longer have access to it.
Yes, which makes sense. I mean, at some point you got to give it back if you're not going to use it.
Yes, if you're not going to use it, right.
Yes. So, and then I'm assuming, if you want to go to college though, and you have that free money sitting there, you're probably not going to let it just sit there and waste away.
Yeah, you're not going to procrastinate about it, right?
That's right. Okay, awesome. So one of my second to last question for you, and then we'll wrap this up, because again, this is your short and sweet cliff notes to this awesome initiative. Are there any restrictions? Anything we should know about that's kind of like, ooh, that's not going to work out for me? Anything we should know?
No, I think the main restriction is that it has to be an accredited institution. So there's a lot of like maybe homeschool centers that we use to educate our children that we wouldn't be able to use it at because they're not accredited. So there might not be as much use for private homeschoolers unless they're saving for college, or for us as homeschoolers through a charter school. Like say you wanted to give up the charter school and just use these funds, it's not really set up for like private homeschoolers to use.
Okay. So again, though, if you're private homeschooling, I mean, you do still get to take advantage of this initiative because, like we had mentioned before, the funds will accumulate for all of your kids to use, for college. So it's pretty amazing.
It is.
Yeah. So Wendy, now that we're like super excited, we're all about this. Because honestly, I know I am. I literally cannot stop talking about it. What can we do next to support this? Because as I understand it, I mean, we don't need any particular politician or one singular person to support this or back this. This is actually something that really is, for lack of better words, in our hands. So what can we do? What is our next step?
Yeah, this is not something that has to go through our legislature. This is something that we are taking upon ourselves to collect the signatures and pass this ballot measure for all families in California. So the first thing that California School Choice wants you to do is go to their website and sign up to be on their mailing list. That's how they're gathering how many people are going to be interested in signing this. And that's how they're keeping us all up to date on when they actually have the initiative in print and can start gathering those wet signatures. So they're going to need about 2 million signatures to get this passed. Like 1.5 million is their goal. So that's going to be a lot of signatures we have to collect to help this get passed through.
Yes. And again, wet signatures, meaning you actually have to put pen to paper. There is no online, electronic, anything. But you know what? This is really nothing new to us homeschool community people. We got to hit the pavement, do the legwork, and make it happen for ourselves and for our kids, right?
Right. And if you want to volunteer to be one of those people that's doing the legwork, setting up sites where people can come and sign, then you just need to sign up to volunteer on the website, California School Choice.
Yes, and they will get back to you, because let me tell you, the day I went on there and signed up and clicked that volunteer box, I got a call and an email the next day and got connected right away to someone local. Yeah, so it's very exciting. It's very easy to get involved. And again, don't be afraid to reach out. You can do something from anything big to anything small. And, if they contact you and offer, can you do this, can you do that, and it's too much for you to do, that's okay. Anything you can do to help out is really, really great. Okay, so
and I just wanted to say really fast, I get the question all the time, like, how are we going to stop legislators from passing these bills to hurt homeschooling and charter schools? And like, we'd have to vote new people into office, but this is even better. Like, we can just take control of our education funds with this initiative. So I hope everyone can get on board. Thanks, Jennifer.
Oh yeah, no, thank you for adding that. And like, I never want to cut you off. I always want to hear everything you say. So sorry about that. That was my bad. But no, I'm so glad that you added that. Because I think that is really, really important. I think that maybe people feel like we're always telling them, you know, fight this, fight that, call about this, write about that, you know, and it's kind of like an ongoing battle for our school choice. But, you know, here it is. You got to get on board to this one. This is the big fish here. All right.
But the other thing you should share is that we all choose different schools for different reasons. So even if we don't all agree on the reason that we're, you know, wanting school choice, we can all agree that we do want school choice in our state.
Yes, 100%. Keep that big picture in mind, right?
Right.
Yeah. I completely agree. All right, so to please make sure you stay up to date, get all the newest info, because you know we're just going to be rolling out your updates about this. And I will also mention that the link to California School Choice Foundation is right below in the description to this video here. So go ahead and click on that and get your form filled out so that you can at least be connected with the information through them for what to do. Okay, so make sure you subscribe to At the Table with Jennifer McQueen for all your updates and videos, and of course, these interviews with our favorite Wendy Eklund. And then definitely follow Legislation Take Action. They are on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Okay, so go ahead and connect with them there. You can always reach out to Wendy. Also, with this post, we have her phone number listed because, you know, we can't give Wendy's phone number out enough. So please feel free to reach out to her, ask her your questions, anything you need. She's here to help you. All right.
Can't wait to hear from you.
That's right.
Thank
you. Have a great evening.
You too. Bye.
Bye.